This story is awesome. It's from the New Republic as well. Shove the presidency down Trump's throat. Liberals spent the president-elect's first term trying to kick him out of office. This time, they need to turn the White House into a prison. So this story really highlights that, like, all right, he's here. Getting him out doesn't work. We tried. It's not going to work. It's not going to work a second time. Cut that shit out. But let's make him own this place now. Let's make him, if he's saying I'm the only guy here who can fix it, all right, bro, then everything that goes wrong is yours. Work him to the fucking bone. Work him until, the hamburgers catch up with him.
Well, and one of the things they said was like, even Obama, who is a pretty smart, pretty great, when it comes to making decisions. I mean, I disagree with a lot of stuff that Obama did, but if there's one thing you can say, he knew how to handle the presidency. He knew what he was doing when he was a president. He could handle the presidency. But even he said that he was really handing things off to a lot of different people so he could pay attention to the highest level things. He was paying attention to the very highest level thing. We know when we read Trump's book, we know he's a shitty, terrible micromanager who has no idea how to get out of the weeds. He's always constantly stuck in the weeds. One of the things that we read was like how he's constantly trying to barter with certain people while he's trying to get a better deal about stuff. And he's going on. And you think, man, he shouldn't even know that this concrete is bad. He should have a guy who comes to Tim to tell him that the concrete's bad. And then he tells that guy, go back and tell him I need it to be changed or I'm not going to pay him or whatever. He should never, ever be on the phone for 30 minutes with the contractor to try to get a better deal or whatever. That would never have. It's a stupid way to run a business. You're bad at business, but he's also bad at the presidency. Look at how bad he did. What did he do? He didn't do anything. And I even said this like a couple weeks ago. I'm like, he didn't do a lot when he was in president before because he doesn't really know what to do and he's not really good at it. But instead, this is saying, make every single bad thing that happens his problem. Yep. Make it his problem in every way that you can and never help him fix it. Never, ever be the one to offer to help him fix it. If you're the Democrats, wait until he tries to fix it and then you jump in, but never offer to help him fix it. And in fact, don't capitulate. Whenever you can avoid it, don't capitulate. Just be like, no, fuck you. Because they've run an obstructionist government for a long time. Now's the time to throw the brakes on because we're seeing all this terrible shit that he can do just by executive order. I saw that the Democrats today, they tried to bring a bill up for something, and I don't even remember what it was, but they're like, fuck you. Like, no, we're going to filibuster that shit. So they're already starting to filibuster stuff. They're like, absolutely not. That's not coming to it's not going to be brought before us. So keep doing that and make his job as hard as fucking hell the rest of the time.
Yeah, run him. Like I said, like I think he got away the first term with just doing only the things he wanted to do, which was a lot of times just golfing. Run this guy to the ground. Like, I want to see this guy fucking emerge from this next 4 years a fucking skeletal shell of his former self. I want this job to ruin him psychologically and emotionally. I want him to be a broken, desperate husk of a man when this is over. I hope he never recovers from the terrible stress and wakes with nightmares every day of his life until his last breath.
And it's not that hard because all you got to do is just keep throwing things upward. Don't fix anything yourself. Send it all up. And when it doesn't happen, it's our it's every single Democrat's responsibility to get in front of anybody who will listen in the media and tell them what a bad job Trump is doing. I can't believe he's doing this terrible job, and keep on saying it over and over and over again. That's what they did to Biden.
Yeah,
right. Didn't even have to be true. It didn't even have to be true. They got in front of anybody they could to tell you how bad Biden was doing. Even though he was doing quite a few good things in the background, they didn't care. They turned their spin on it. Well, fuck you. Let's do the same thing to you. It's easy to get in front of these fucking media people. All you have to do is just send them a message. The Democrats need to make it their first priority to make it as hard as possible on Trump. Make it as difficult as you can for Trump to do anything. Yep. He doesn't care. We've already shown He doesn't care about any of the stuff he said he was going to do on the trail. He didn't care. If he can't sign a little paper with his name on it and fix it, he won't do it.
Yeah.
He's not going to try to do it. So all the people out there are thinking, oh, he's going to lower egg prices. I'm sorry, they're $2 more because of the executive orders he signed. So they're already raised. So there's no going back. So trust me, he's not going to do any of that shit. The only thing he can ever fix is something he can sign his name to. And he's already done all that. So now make it the worst you possibly can on it.
You know, and one other thing which is just related that I saw today. If you think inflation was bad before, like Trump came out today, I was just reading an article today saying he is going to force, I don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to force the Fed to cut interest rates. If he leverages and does whatever fucking arm twisting bullshit, if he forces a lowering of interest rates before interest rates should be lowered, like that is the tool, that is the lever that has kept the rate of inflation down. It will fucking skyrocket, man.
Yeah.
That guy wants interest rates to be lower because at a very high level, that pushes enormous amounts of revenue into big, giant corporations that he has stock in and otherwise controls and that his billionaire buddies control. But it will be a devastation to the economy. When he does shit like that, everybody needs to lay it at his feet. They need to walk up and fucking lay it down right in front of him and be like, here's your inflation, sir. Here's your crippled, devastated economy. This is yours. You built it. Have him own it. Have him sign his fucking name on that.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this week. We're going to be back we're going to be back with a patron show in the middle of the week, so check that out. If you're a patron, we'll have a full patron show for you, but we're going to be back on Monday with a full show, and we're going to leave you like we always do with the Skeptic's Creed.
Credulity is not a virtue. It's fortune cookie cutter, mommy issue, hypno-Babylon bullshit. Couched in scientician, double bubble, toil and trouble, pseudo quasi alternative, acupunctuating, pressurized, stereogram, pyramidal, free energy healing, watered downward spiral, brain deadpan sales pitch, late night info docutainment. Leo, Pisces, cancer cures, detox, reflex, foot massage, death and towers, tarot cards, psychic healing, crystal balls, Bigfoot, Yeti, aliens, churches, mosques and synagogues, temples, dragons, giant worms, Atlantis, dolphins, truthers, birthers, witches, wizards.
I have actually felt a polar bear's
Nuts.
Yeah.
Shaman healers, evangelists, conspiracy, doublespeak, stigmata, nonsense. Expose your sides. Thrust your hands, bloody, evidential, conclusive. Doubt even this.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/dissonancepod. Help us spread the word by sharing our content. Find us on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Threads, all under the handle @dissonancepod. This show is CAN-credentialed, which means you can report instances of harassment, abuse, or other harm on their hotline at 617-249-4255 or on their website at creatoraccountabilitynetwork.org.